So hi, my name is Rishabh. I'm actually now residing in Hyderabad, Telangana. So I would like to dedicate this video to Samsung. Actually, I'm using this Samsung M35. It's been a year I'm using it. I'm using it since May 2025. So the thing is that last week I had an issue with this USB-C type port. It was not registering or detecting any kind of devices, even the chargers. So after a few tinkering and resetting the phone, the phone started detecting only two of my chargers which I use in my home. Other than that, I use a C-type port earphones. It was not detecting that either, and I use a wireless microphone. The receiver of the microphone has a C-type interface, so it was not neither detecting that. What was actually happening is that whenever I was plugging in any other C-type device rather than my chargers, there is a setting in the phone called USB settings. As you can see, sorry. So once you go to USB setting, once you plug in any device, it gives a control to either the, just let me focus, yes, either the connected device or the phone. When you plug in the charger, it automatically goes to this device and starts charging. But whenever I am putting in any other accessories, it's getting toggled automatically between these two options. It was toggling. So eventually I went to a service center. Actually, I visited 3 service centers in Hyderabad, and they said that they don't have the part, and the the different service centers provided me 3 different ETS for the part to get procured. So I opted for the fastest one, which was from the service authorized service center, which is located in Surat City Capital Mall in Hyderabad. It's in second floor. So they informed me that the part will be procured within 2 days. So I ordered the part, came back. It was Thursday last week. On Sunday, I get a call that the part has been procured by them and it has been delivered to the service center, and they asked me to visit so that they can work on it and get this done. So due to some work I couldn't visit, and I went there the next day, which is Monday, yes, which was yesterday. So what they did is they took the phone, they opened it, and when I was providing when I handed over the phone to them, I multiple times asked them to be careful because there are delicate ribbons around the internal, and to be more careful around the cameras. The person who took the handover nodded his head and assured me that nothing would happen. I waited in the mall for 2.5 years nearly before getting this done. So when the time came for delivery, when he handed me this phone back, he was whispering that the power button is not working and he would procure it within 10 days and get it done for free. I asked what happened. He said that while working on the phone, he damaged the power button. I have the job card with me, and it's clearly stated that while removing, just let me show you. Yes, here it is. Due to while so I'm sorry, I'm recording this from my front camera, that's why it's mirrored, but I have the job card with me where it is stated. So I said that how can you damage this thing while working on another part. He was continuously murmuring that it got damaged, I'll get it done. But the thing is not about getting done, the thing is about being professional. When you are a professional technician, how do you handle the phones, the mobiles? You had to work here, not here. First of all, how did it get damaged? Even if you are a trained professional, my question is, you should have a knowledge of the internals. You could have tried. Me being not an service technician, I know very well, if you try to remove this back cover, you should start from here without a pry tool and go around gently. So this was done, and after that, when I went to talk to the store manager, he was very adamant and what do you say, ignorant about this. He was like, what happened? Yeah, please wait. It is not about waiting for the 10 days, it's about waiting from the start of the time when I handed this over. You took time to get it done, 2 hours for this. It's okay, it was my issue. I ordered it, I was ready to pay, I was about to pay for this. After that, you damaged, it's your job to procure the part on priority and get it done, but you are not. I asked them to hand me a standby phone for them, because without the power button, most of the banking apps now require biometric, and I have set biometric because it's easy. And after using cell phones for 15-16 years, it's your muscle memory kicks in to go here. It's not working. So how this is a professional behavior? And why would I be willing to open this again and again for your mistake? Why would I be willing to open this? Because these budget phones are not meant to be opened multiple times. Once you open, some of the other things tends to get damaged in the process. This was my fault. I went there, I was willing to open, no issue. It was supposed to be a one-time thing. Why would I again be opening this? Again, while opening this, you will damage something else. And one of the other store employees was something else. He was showing attitude. I don't know why. He works as a sales employee in a Samsung store. From where does he get this attitude? I don't know. I was about to slap him, but because of being a decent human being, I didn't do anything. So coming to the third point, that was it. They were adamant, and I left. I complained to Samsung in multiple mediums, but no action till yet. Now when I came back home, and I was suddenly checking the cameras, which I didn't in the store, and that's my mistake. The main camera sensor is unable to focus. I am a small content creator. I don't have that much reach, but I do have some reach. Okay. And for the second thing, as a content creator, I do shoot videos with this phone. This is my primary phone, and this is the better camera which I have than the phone which I'm recording on right now. So when I started it, the main camera is unable to focus. And when you take this on a white screen or white surface, there are some lines in the middle of the screen you can see, which is not happening on the other phones which are lower value than these phones. Now this is to Samsung directly. There was one issue which happened from my end. I was moving along with your procedure to get it fixed and pay for the service. Now the thing is that your technician did damage my fingerprint sensor and my camera sensor. That's the main camera sensor, not the macro, not the ultra wide. Now I don't want this to get repaired, because I don't want this phone to get opened again and again. And for as far as I know, if you want to change the main sensor, you have to take out the main motherboard in the main PCB, and don't want that. What I want from Samsung is taking action on this, guys. They are being unprofessional, and get this set replaced with the same one. I don't want to degrade, I want the same specification. I'm not demanding anything higher than this. Provide me a same handset to me as soon as possible. So this was my video, and this is the first time I'm coming on camera and speaking about this, or speaking about anyone, because Samsung forced me to do it. Being a content creator, I never showed my face on any channels. And this is just a sneak peek about the fingerprint sensor. If you see here, it says fingerprint sensor not working. So I have all the documents. I have the only document, not all the documents, that's the job card. And if you have the audio video from the CCTV feedback of your store, please look into it and get back to me as soon as possible.